Hey guys, today I'm going to be solving Leetcode problem 100, same tree. So given the roots of two binary trees, P and Q, write a function to check if they are the same or not. Two binary trees are considered the same if they are structurally identical and the nodes have the same value. So let's keep in mind that second part. Here with this example that I have here, this is a structurally identical binary tree, and also they have the same nodes. But how can, like, obviously from first glance we can see that, but how can we, write a function to check this for us? So to check if this is structurally the same, we would first obviously check the nodes, right? We're going to check the nodes, but we don't need to check what's inside the nodes. We just need to check if a node is there or not. And this is not the best example. Let me show another one. So something like this, we can obviously see that this is not structurally the same, right? Obviously this one is missing a right child here, and this one is missing a left child here. It has the same amount of nodes, and they have the same values, but as we can see, it's not balanced. The 2 is on the left side here, and the other 2 is on the right side. And in this example, we can see that it has the same structure, right? But the nodes aren't the same. So there's two things we're going to be checking, right? What I've just been talking about, which is the structure of the binary tree, but also the values. So let's hop right into the code. So like I was saying before, the first thing we should check is if the structure of the binary tree is the same. So firstly, let's check one of our base cases, which is if both nodes are empty. So if not P and not Q. Let's say, for example, 2's children, which would be empty, but let's say, for example, it was like a root, that would return true, right? So to elaborate a little further on this, what I mean is, let's say we have two nodes, right? Let's say this is P and then this is Q. So these are our two root nodes. But there's nothing else after this, right? They have no children. Well, technically they do, but these are going to be null, right? So when checking these children, if not P and not Q, it's going to return true because these are both empty, right? So these are the same thing. These are both null and they're both on the left side, so it's gonna return true because this is the same. So return true. And you won't see it in these examples, but when you're running the code, it will give you much more cases, and this would be one of them. So the next thing we should check is if not P or not Q, and this means if one tree has a child but the other one doesn't, right? And in that situation, we're gonna return false, right? And there's one more thing we should be checking, which is if the values aren't the same. If p.val, which is how you check the value of a node, is not equal to q.val, we're also going to return false. And there's one thing we can do here to make this a little more clean. You can see here that both of these are returning false, so we can just combine them, right? We just put or, and let's just copy and paste this, right? So with this, we're going to be checking this whole tree. I'm not checking the whole tree. We're going to be checking the 2 nodes that have been passed in to this function. But this is going to have to be recursively called, right? And we can do that by calling this class, this function from this class, self is same tree. And to check our left side and our right side, we can see here this takes 2 parameters. So p, we're going to pass in p.left and q.left to check the left side, and we're going to do the same thing, self is same tree, and we're going to do that to also check the right side, and we're going to return this. So what this is going to do is, let's say, for example, we're on the first level, right? The first iteration of this, it's going to be checking 1 on both sides, right? After this has ran, after these conditionals have ran, it's now going to hit these recursive functions, right? And it's going to run this all over again to now check the second level. So now this right here is going to pass, it's going to pass in p.left and q.left, which is our 2's, right? But obviously we know that these are the same tree, so it will return true. I hope you can see conceptually what this recursive call is doing. But that is the end of the code, so let's just submit that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.